soup. Bags of soup. Big bags of soup. Cans of soup. Big bags of soup. Cans of soup. This is soup for my family. Isn't it wonderful? Soup for my family. It's incredible. It's the perfect size. The size of a football. Soup for my family. It's unbelievable.
Hey, welcome to a special in the house edition of Soup for My Family.
Chug it.
Chug it down, slut. My name is John Holmes, and this is my co-host.
I'm John Schreck. Here I am.
He is here, and he is drinking bougie water. Show me your liquid death. Just water.
We're not being sponsored, so we're not saying the name. We're gonna blur this out. We're gonna bleep that out.
But he's drinking fancy water from a can. Like, you know how Budweiser does it for FEMA victims? Or not FEMA victims, but places where FEMA goes.
I didn't know they did that. Well, actually, now that you say that, I remember it. But
Bud Light, it's just Bud. It's just water, but they just put them in Bud cans.
Yeah, some soul and valor here, I think, is what you're trying to imply.
Yeah, I'm saying that's for poor people.
That I'm not a victim.
You're not a victim. You're
How
a
dare
bougie
you.
motherfucker because you're drinking that water in a can that wasn't given to you by a FEMA director.
In fact, spent more than I would have on a bottle of water, probably.
Yeah,
but, you're saving the environment by using aluminum, John. Don't you know?
You're doing a heck of a job, Shrekky.
I did. I saw this stuff it's been out for a few years now, and I saw it in the stores a few times. I was like, you got to be kidding. And I was like, wait, we've got bottled water, we got boxed water, which makes your water taste like shitty chocolate milk from grade school.
I love chocolate milk.
I do too, but I don't want my water to taste like it. And then you know what? Whatever. Who cares? It's nice. They got a case on. I went to Jungle Gyms and they had cases on sale. I said, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Okay.
$45 later, I got 12 of these bad boys.
Jesus.
Not quite that much.
$45. I would have just spent that on cocaine and just enjoyed myself.
That wouldn't have got you much cocaine, I don't think.
Actually, that's $40 can get you a little bag.
Okay. All right. I'll take your word for it. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, you
'Cause
don't know.
I don't mess with narcotics.
Okay.
Just the legal ones.
Just the legal ones and beagle ones.
I don't think this is a narcotic, is it?
Nope.
What justifies a narcotic? Is that a type of chemical, or is
a
it
narcotic is a legal term.
Okay, that's what I was guessing. Just fucking pigs
And we need to legalize pot
and coke. Do it all, you know.
Yeah, man.
I'm
I
a
don't
libertarian.
give a shit.
That's right.
Well, libertarian, aka kids who don't or anarchist light.
Yeah, I mean, just being a libertarian is basically like I just I don't really have any beliefs. I just I think everybody should be able to do everything except for what I don't agree with.
Yeah,
I feel like I've never really met a libertarian that's actually like, you know, in favor of people being good to each other.
No, they're not.
They're more just
They're
individuals.
Yeah, that's the thing about anarchists are usually pretty friendly.
Well, yeah, and anarchists are leftists also.
Yeah. But libertarians are like fucking just the worst people. They're just children.
Yeah. Pretty much. And oh man, and it's like it's so counterintuitive to like any animalistic behavior of like community or anything.
Yeah.
Like we live in communities. We don't all live out off the grid.
Yeah, I know, right?
Which if you want to do that, go for it. But good luck, you know, cutting your hair. You're gonna look like a piece of shit.
Hey man, Ted Kaczynski looked great.
Was he a lib?
I don't think he was a lib.
I mean, does anybody call them libtards? Because they are. They're the ones.
Yeah, they're the libtards.
They're the real libtards.
What's up? So, we are back in the homestead recording an episode. It's nice of you to be up here again.
Yeah, getting slightly less lit, you know. I had to part of the reason I think I brought the water, I was like, I'm going to be less likely to drink.
Yeah.
It's the middle of the day. It's Saturday, so you can drink if you want, you know.
Cheers to that, buddy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, man, it's fall on a Saturday. You can drink hard liquor at noon if you want.
Any given Saturday. I think that's the phrase. I don't know what it means, but it's about football, and I like to drink.
It's about
watch
football. Football.
Football, college game day here in Cincinnati just
Yeah,
ended.
it is.
It just wrapped up. Just was watching it all morning.
Oh, were you?
Woo.
Nice.
Oh boy, what a morning with the family.
Yeah, go UC, go Ohio State. Is that who they're playing?
Oh no, they're not playing Ohio State. Every time they mention Ohio State, they boot them though.
Heck
The
yeah.
Bearcats. Cincinnati hates Ohio State. If you're a real Cincinnatian, you don't cheer for Ohio State.
Well, yeah, also, I was born and raised here, and there wasn't a good football team in the 90s.
I mean, there wasn't a good football team in the 2010s.
Yeah.
They had a good team for like 2 years.
Yep.
And then Brian Kelly went up to Notre Dame, and then they've sucked since then, and now they're decent again. And man,
Yeah.
Cincinnati's got a chip on its shoulder, and I used to talk shit about it, but I like it now. We talked about that a few weeks ago.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
They got fucked in the rankings.
Yeah.
They're undefeated, but they're still behind all these teams that have lost a couple of games. And
It depends on what type of team you're
depends
playing.
I mean, yeah, that's
It's
the
all
whole that's
bullshit.
the whole argument. But it made for a fun college game day. It was a little bit of antagonistic, where every time these other teams that are ranked above them now, even though they have more losses than them, because
Yeah.
Cincinnati's undefeated. So it was fun, They were
Yeah.
amped up like a fucking pro wrestling crowd.
How
It
was
a good
Nick
time.
Lachey?
Hot as ever,
Yeah, he is.
And his kid, my God,
Ooh.
no idea how old he is, and I don't care. But
Whoa. All right, this is judging based on someone who hasn't seen Nick Lachey's kid.
you know what?
This
I didn't
is
even.
judgment coming from me.
I didn't see him either. I just heard him reference that the fact that he was walking in with him. I was kind of doing chores. I was doing laundry this morning, John. This is a really compelling content here. Doing Saturday morning laundry before I go back to Atlanta.
Hell yeah. Do it for free while you still can.
And I'll do it for free down there, too.
From one parent's place to another parent's place.
You got that right.
You're like a latchkey kid. Divorced dad coming and getting you.
Except no one's divorced. We're all loving, happy.
Yeah, I was kind of just talking about me.
Mm.
So here's one thing that I want to bring up. What is Let's Go Brandon?
Oh, let's go, Brandon. Oh, man.
Brandon? I
Brandon.
don't know what it is.
It's Brandon. And Halloween was last Sunday.
Yeah.
And we went out to I'll get to what Let's Go Brandon is, but I want to provide some of this context first, because
Okay.
I think it really speaks to the Trumper mindset. It's about Trump, folks. Or I guess it's about both of them. But we went out to trick or treat where my sister lives, which is out in Batavia.
Yeah.
And it's just like your standard subdivision, suburban rural neighborhood,
Yeah.
whatever. But a lot of Trumpers. I mean, the house like 2 down from them had like 6 Trump flags flying on
Jesus.
it back last year at this time.
I think they still have it up.
They don't still have them up.
Ah,
but
damn
I'm pretty sure this is the exact same.
Wafflers.
Pretty sure it's the exact same house. They had jack-o'-lanterns. One said "Let's go, Brandon."
Oh, yeah?
Let's go on one and Brandon on the other. And I was like, good Lord, you can't even enjoy Halloween without just trying to own the libs. Really,
Yeah.
just owning the libs. And how are they owning the libs, John? Well, okay. I don't know the context of why this was happening. I guess because it was NASCAR, and this is just the NASCAR crowd. But a race a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, the crowd at the end of the race, while the guy that won the race is being interviewed on TV, the crowd is chanting, "Fuck Joe Biden." Clap, 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 clap. Fuck Joe Biden. Like really loud. And the announcer is like, oh, and the crowd's really getting into, like, interviewing the guy, is like really getting into it, saying, "Let's go," chanting, "Let's go, Brandon." And the guy that won, I guess his first name is Brandon. I don't know what his last name is, Petty or some shit. So the Trumpers have now latched onto that as "Let's go, Brandon" is code for "fuck Joe Biden," because you can't say swear words if you're a Trumper.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That they're very moral.
They're moral. They and they just love to own the libs, even if
Hey,
the libs
man.
are confused about what the fuck they're getting owned about. They're like, "Let's go, yeah, sure. Is that a special needs kid?" I mean, kind of. Joe Biden is.
I mean, he's old. He's going to die in like 3 days.
Yeah, he's on his way out. He's falling asleep at meetings, which I think is relatable. I fall asleep at my fucking office job too. I
I'm
get
just
it.
so fucking tired.
Tired and sleeping rules. Trump spent like 5 plus on an amphetamine binge. Didn't sleep once. He's tweeting at 3 a.m. We got to hear every one of those thoughts. Joe Biden's just like, you know what? I got gonna take a nap. Who cares?
Yeah.
I've got nothing important to say anyways.
I
Like,
got shit to not do.
and I feel like I'm jumping all over the place, but election night was on Tuesday, and I was watching the World Series
Yeah.
with my dad, and every once in a while I would hear he was like clicking around on links, and like Sean Hannity would come up talking about the election, and they're all upset about how Joe Biden fell asleep. It's like, don't you want him to be asleep? Like, don't you guys hate him? Like, just let him fucking sleep. Let him get a nap. He's gonna die anyways.
Yeah.
So what are you so amped up about?
Don't the French call death a little bit of Joe Biden?
I think they do. That's an old that's from the French Revolution, I think.
Yes.
French and the Revolution. But so yeah, Let's Go Brandon's really catching on.
Yeah.
And I'm triggered. I'm triggered every time I hear it. I mean, this has been all over Twitter also, but like leftists like you and I have no problem saying fuck Joe Biden. Fuck Joe Biden.
Yeah. Fuck Joe Biden.
Yeah, fuck him. He sucks, and just the fact that you don't have the right reason for thinking he sucks makes this Let's Go Brandon thing just lame as hell. Like, hey, if you really hate him, just say it. You're not going to get fired for it.
Yeah, you might.
You might. If you work at the White House, you might.
Yeah.
Unless you're an intern and you say fuck Joe Biden, he's like, okay.
Yeah. Monica Lewinsky's going back to interning at the White House.
That's right. You been watching that show?
No, what show?
The new American Crime Story.
What?
American Crime Story.
American Horror Story?
No. Same creator.
Oh, okay.
Ryan Murphy. Glee, American Horror Story, American Crime Story. The first
He
one.
did Glee too?
Oh, yeah. That guy's all over the place.
Whoa, the same guy did both?
Yeah.
That's creepy. And so what happened on Glee, the set of Glee, that he was like, I need to do something clean.
You mean the opposite?
Yeah.
You gotta do something
On the subject when he was on American Horror Story, was he just I need to do something clean?
I think Glee came first. American
Oh,
Horror
really?
Story started after, but we don't have to get into the details there.
Okay,
But
this
the
is
new
becoming-
the new season of American Crime Story is impeachment, and it's about the Monica Lewinsky thing. And Monica Lewinsky is an executive producer on it.
Oh, hell yeah. She got an EP credit?
Oh, and she,
Good for her.
It's great. It's very good. I like it. I don't know if it got any critical acclaim. I feel like nothing does unless it's Ted Lasso and nothing else. There's just so many things to watch, so no one talks about anything.
Is Ted Lasso good? I don't have Apple TV.
I love it. There was a couple episodes in the new season that were a little much, a little cringy, a little bit too cheese.
Yeah.
But that's the great thing about the first season of it, and a lot of the episodes in the second season is that it gets right up to that line of like too cheesy, in my opinion. But it doesn't cross that line where you're like, fuck off.
I don't know why I asked.
It's delightful.
I don't know why I asked about a show I'm never going to see.
You'll see it, John. Come on, let's be real.
I don't own Apple TV. I have an Amazon TV.
Pirate it. Come on.
How? I'm not smart. I'm old, and LimeWire's down.
LimeWire's down. They probably release it on Blu-ray, DVD at some point, right? I don't know. Maybe not.
Probably not. It's
Probably
on
not.
Apple TV.
Apple TV. They'll inject it into your iPhone like it's a YouTube.
Yeah, I don't have an iPhone. How am I gonna get this?
This is why you got to get an iPhone, John.
I don't need an iPhone. They do the same things.
You need to see Ted Lasso, so you need an iPhone.
Or I could just not give a shit.
And also a subscription to Apple TV.
Yeah, you also have to pay for that.
No, I got it for a year for free because I got a new phone last year. So
are you finally
Christmas Day-
upgraded from the iPhone 6?
Oh yeah, look at that bad boy. That's
Still
a
looks like
12.
a brick.
12 years old, right there.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, is that it?
This is the 12 mini. This is tiny. Look how
12
tiny,
mini?
teeny tiny. They say
That's so teeny.
smaller than my dick.
Smaller than your dick, John Shrek. Are you okay? You seem like I'm very low energy right now.
Well,
And you are making up for it tenfold.
that's
Thank
good.
you.
I'm not sure how I have energy because I got home from Go Bananas at like 12:30 last night, and then I was awake until like 3:30,
Damn.
and I got up at like 8:30. So I'm running
Yeah,
on
dude.
5 hours of sleep and a little bit of sativa.
Hey,
so,
let's see who Joe Biden elects next.
well hydrated is what I
Yeah.
am, John. Hoo-wee. Joe Biden elects next. I don't think Joe Biden.
I don't know what I'm
does anything.
talking about. I am going on like 4 hours of sleep too, but just because
But
I'm
you're
a
but
piece
you're
of shit.
but you're doing shit. I'm just sitting around waiting for my old roommate to text me back.
Yeah, he
and
never
didn't.
did.
Well, he did right when I left the house.
Oh shit.
But it doesn't matter. What can we talk about, John?
You got
I
a
mean,
wedding tonight. What
I'm going to a wedding.
going
Sure
to a
am.
wedding,
Going to
gonna
the
get
chapel.
crunk.
going to the chapel, and we're gonna get married. Me and you, John.
Oh, hell yeah, finally.
Yeah, you're my +1.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So who are we marrying?
Each other.
Okay, who's the best man?
The best man would have to. I mean, I have to go with my dog, but I feel like you're going to object. So,
I mean,
listen,
the second we're married, that dog's going down. That
Hang
dog's
on.
being put down.
hang on.
I am tired of your boring
Wait
ass
1
Instagram videos.
This is fucked up, John.
Yeah.
You're going to do this to me in person
On our wedding day.
on our wedding day in my favorite place, the Chill Hang Room. God damn it, John. God
Yep.
damn it. Wait, so this is probably a hack premise that's been done at every open mic ever, but at a gay wedding, is there two best men?
I don't know. No.
Which one's the best or man?
People, it's not about gay people, this joke. It's not about gay people. It's about everybody. But no one invites me to the wedding. Because if there's an open bar, I've been to like 3-4 weddings in my life.
In your life, okay.
So people
I wish I got to do those kind of numbers. I'm sick of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sick of a open bar. That's what I think. Why I think people don't invite me. They're like, yeah, there's gonna be an open bar. He's not. But I mean, to be fair to those people, I have been to a wedding where other people at my table refer to me as the alcoholic and his wife.
Nice.
Yeah. So I drank a bit at that one. That was Wayne Memet's wedding. Shout out.
Hey, what's up? Not listening. Well, I mean, hey, at least people know you for something.
Yeah.
I go to a wedding and they're like, I blend in with the wall. They're like, ooh, fucking guy. Maybe now that I got the top, I got the
wallflowers.
Now I got the man bun or the top knot or whatever.
Yeah,
the hell you
yeah,
call it.
the top
I'm gonna
knot.
stand out today.
Top notch is what it is.
Top notch, and I'm going stag. My partner's not going to be there, so who knows what kind of guys I'm going to hook up with tonight.
Hell yeah, dude. I need you to take some pics of horny sluts tonight. You know what I mean?
Dripping buttholes. That's
Yeah,
right.
dude. I want to see some juicy asses.
No, It's a party. It's a free party that I get to go to. I
Yeah.
literally have no idea if I'm going to know anybody there besides the bride and groom.
Oh my
But,
God.
maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know.
Hell yeah. Why don't you bring me?
I should have thought about it
I have a tux.
when
I can wear.
Paige said she wasn't going to be able to go, or AKA didn't want to go. I should have been like, hey, John Holmes is my +1.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh,
Could've
so
got
you
you some
already
free drinks.
RSVP'd just yourself?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
it's
we-
not like an
oh,
open thing, like where you
and-
can be like, yeah, I have plus just RSVP. You always RSVP +1.
I mean, listen, John, I can give you the address. You can wander in.
I'm
I
gonna
don't have to-
wander
I don't
in.
have to know that you're supposed to be there or not.
I'm gonna be there, and then what's the guy's name?
You gotta
Jerry,
wait. You gotta wait for the reception. His name's Steven.
Steven,
Steven and Rita. They're getting together.
Rita. Yeah, I'm here for the.
We're big fans of Rita here on the pod. Margarita.
Hey, margaritas, Steven and Rita's, Lime-A-Ritas.
So L'chaim, I'm gonna have a lot of fun on that tonight. It's gonna be a blast. Wander on in. Why not? You gotta wait till the actual ceremony's over though. So come around.
What?
7:30
That's bullshit. I love
7:38.
Catholic churches.
It's all at one venue. This is a one venue deal, kind of like Max and George's.
Oh, okay. Is it a small wedding?
I don't know.
Okay.
I was invited, so if it's small, I'm gonna be surprised.
Okay.
'Cause I wouldn't have expected. I didn't expect to get invited. I guess I should have. He told me when he got engaged, but as a friend from high school, you know.
Yeah,
we've stayed very minimally in touch, but
Yeah.
I'm excited, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Love a
You went to
wedding.
high school where? In Fairfield, right?
Middletown.
Middletown High School.
JD Vance, what's up, libertarian?
What's up, JD Vance? Bob
Hillbilly,
Vance.
hillbilly elegy. It's that motherfucker. Now he's
I
running
don't
for
know what that is.
man, John, you're so out of touch.
Yeah, I am.
You don't
I'm
watch Ted Lasso.
No.
You don't know who JD Vance is. He's a piece of shit, and he's running for state senate now, or senate I don't
in
Ohio.
in Ohio. Oh,
Yeah.
as a libertarian.
No, he's a Republican, but he's
even
like
better.
he's a libertarian. He's a fake populist. He might fucking win because people fell for Trump. They'll fall for this guy.
Yeah, dude.
He's like
people
our
are
age, too.
dumb. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, 35.
Yeah, he's a nightmare person. He sucks on Twitter, and his book is bullshit.
Yeah. I don't.
Stolen valor bullshit. He
Oh,
pretends
yeah?
like he pretends just because he lost people in his family to heroin that he's a hillbilly. It's like you made money on fucking hedge funds and Wall Street or whatever. I
And
actually
you
don't
and
know.
also heroin.
Also heroin. Yeah, probably. He was part of the fucking Merck or whatever.
Yeah.
The
Merc?
I don't know Merck. What was it? What was the damn pharma company that basically just created the opioid crisis.
Oh, that was Humana.
Sure. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I don't
They're
know.
all
It
they're all the
doesn't
same.
Yeah, they're all just pumping us into bullshit.
They're all pieces of shit.
Yeah, man, big pharma's becoming
Oh.
the people are getting away from like oil lobbyists because that's old hack, and they're getting into big pharma lobbyists because you can legally sell drugs on that one.
You can legally sell drugs, and this is the perfect segue. I just have a headline here because that's how it works nowadays. But this was last week. COVID vaccine profits mint 9 new pharma billionaires.
Jesus.
9 new billionaires just from COVID. How do you feel about that, people living on the street? How'd you listen to this podcast? How'd you find it?
They still have phones.
I know.
Okay.
But why would you? They were looking for a soup kitchen. They found
Yeah,
soup
they
for their
found,
family.
and
they
they
were
were
looking.
like, yeah.
They were looking for soup for their family, and they found this bullshit, and they somehow made it 20 minutes in.
You're like, how can I eat a podcast? I don't know, but I'll try. And then they just listen.
Put it in your ears. It'll fill you up.
Fill your belly.
It'll fill you from every hole.
Jesus, come on me.
But how?
What was
how-
that
how-
headline?
That was the headline. 9 new billionaires.
Oh, 9 new billionaires?
9 new billionaires just from the
damn.
COVID vaccine.
God damn, dude.
But we got it for free. Isn't that
Hell
good?
yeah. How does that happen? Oh, maybe because that's how they're becoming billionaires, by the
From
government.
our, yeah.
No, the government just giving them all that money.
Yeah, giving them our money. I mean, like what was it? Moderna. I'm pretty sure Pfizer too. Moderna and Pfizer heavily
Yeah.
publicly funded, and yet they get to hold on to the patents.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Should be free for everybody. We should be giving the patents to every fucking country that still doesn't have a goddamn vaccine.
I know, right?
It should be owned by the people.
Yeah, dude.
What a fucking terrible
God
country we
damn.
live in. What a trash country.
This is a trash country.
Let's go, Brandon. But about this country, not even Joe
Yeah.
Biden, just specifically.
Let's go, Heath.
Let's go, George Washington.
Let's go, Carl.
Marx.
Yeah.
That's right.
The drug market is now just legalized heroin, and just that's what everyone wants to get on is prescriptions.
I don't want to be on no damn prescription.
Man, pills are now cool.
I want to be on a subscription to this podcast. Hit subscribe.
Right now.
I mix those words up all the time.
Yeah. What?
Like I gotta go pick up. I
Subscription
gotta
and
go pick up my
prescription?
subscription from
Oh,
Target.
you dummy.
Yeah, pretty dumb.
What
Right.
what else you got? You got this thing? Let me see what this is.
I can read it. You don't got to see it. Well, I guess you can see
I
it.
like looking at things.
Obama says change may be coming too rapidly.
What? Yeah.
That's a quote. I took it out of context a little bit, but remember the guy that ran on hope and change in 2008 was going to give everybody health care, was going to fucking
Yeah.
fix shit.
We've been asking for that since back in 2012, buddy.
2008.
2008.
Before then.
Oh,
People
yeah.
wanted help. I mean, FDR was like the next step to the
Yeah,
New Deal is
yeah.
like healthy. We roll out health care to everybody over a
Yeah,
span of
and he
like,
got
a
stopped
decade. And
because
then
people were afraid of socialism and communism.
yeah, FDR. I didn't know this until like somewhat recently, like within the past year or so. But term limits were instated after FDR was so popular that he got reelected 4 times.
4 times. He was president from something like 32 to
34.
to 44 when he died.
Oh, he died.
Yeah, he died in office.
What a fucking coward!
Couldn't walk out of that fire.
Finish
could
the
ya?
job. Finish the job, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
But
I
no,
feel
I mean,
like
peop-
you
but
stepped
people,
over that good punchline.
Yeah,
Couldn't
yeah,
walk out of a fire.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
I set that fire, and no one appreciates it.
You want to say it again so we can make it a clip?
No.
Good. But yeah, nobody likes socialism. They've always hated it. That's why they that's why they reelected FDR. Could be argued, and I think a lot of leftists do argue that FDR saved America from going into socialism. Saved? That's not the right
that's
word.
not those save.
Prevented socialism from happening by quelling the masses with the New Deal and whatnot.
Oh, really? Is that what leftists say?
Yeah.
I still say he was our closest chance at communism.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, man, we were friends with Russia
At the time.
at the time and during World War II. So, like, all during his presidency, we were friends with Russia.
Yeah, so maybe it could have been if we'd stuck
We're
stuck to it,
allies.
we could have
Yeah, yeah,
remained
yeah.
allies and then become part of the Soviet Union, you know?
Yeah, we could have been
The new
Russian.
Union.
Russian,
new
we're
Soviet Union.
Russian. Yeah. It's my new Russian jam.
New Russian jam. Man, was there something more I wanted to say about that Obama thing? That shit's just so infuriating, especially under the context.
It's like, no, motherfucker, this isn't new. This has happening since '08 when you ran, where people demanding free health care. It's not like this is new that people want it to be taken care of by a government that spends all its money on warmongering and fueling drug and CIA operations against other nations to, decimate them. But to keep them under capitalist subjugation.
Yeah, exactly, and that's part of what is so fucking obnoxious about. Like, I was all in for Obama. I was an Obama stan until like 2016.
Yeah.
And then Trump became president, and I was like, this is my guy.
Yeah.
No, because he's a neoliberal piece of shit. He's
He's just fake.
He's fake. I got to touch his hand. I was hard for 6 years after that.
Wow.
In 2012 at the old University of Cincinnati, bringing it back to UC. But I was a big fan of his, and then I was critical of him certainly because he didn't deliver on literally anything.
Oh yeah,
that he said he was going to do, and now he just keeps like regressing even further to the right than he was when he was in office, and
yeah.
Like
I don't know about current Obama, but I didn't.
In this context of like reality right now, like people support more than anything Medicare for all, canceling student debt, like guaranteed housing, things like this. When you talk about specific things, people overwhelmingly support them, Republicans and Democrats alike. More on the Democrat side, but even a lot of Republicans support these things. But nobody talks about that in the media or even in Washington. They're all talking about this culture war bullshit and false framing and bad faith framing and all this bullshit. And Obama, who's the guy who ran on hope and change and like we are gonna overthrow this stupid system, or we're gonna reform it, or we're gonna make it better. And now he's just like, we're trying to do everything too fast. It's like, motherfucker, it's a goddamn pandemic.
Yeah, dude.
700,000 people are dead. People are unemployed. All this shit.
Yeah, dude.
But anyways, especially in the context of this, because Obama only chimes in nowadays when there is an actual like grassroots uprising happening. So anytime you hear Obama chiming in about something, you can be certain that there is some nefarious shit going on. Because I mean, this was again a couple weeks ago. This was at the end of October. He's out giving this speech. Obama rallies Dems in New Jersey as early voting gets underway. So he's doing this rally for the New Jersey governor's race. And here's a quote.
I know why sometimes folks just get tired, and maybe they say, I'm not going to bother voting this time. But here's the thing, we can't afford to be tired. I remember in 2016, folks said, I'm not inspired. Obama was okay, but we didn't get everything I wanted, so I'm just going to sit it next time. And y'all know how that turned out. That's what happens when you're not paying attention. That's what happens when you become complacent or you let your frustration lead to inaction. We cannot afford to be tired because of the young people here and the ones who are coming. I know it's hard. Phil doesn't claim he's going to solve every problem in New Jersey right away. I didn't solve every problem when I was president. But the fact is that as hard as it is, we can still make it better. It's hard to undo the legacy of discrimination that goes back centuries, but we can make it better. It's hard to deal with special interests who want to keep the status quo when you're trying to make the economy more fair and just, but you can make it better. It's hard in a big country where people disagree to get everybody moving in the same direction, but we can do better than we're doing. We really can. we can make it better. And when you've got the right person in the job, we might not get every single person employed, but we can get more people, more jobs. We may not get every child the best education in the world right here in Newark. We can give a lot more kids better education here in Newark. I didn't get every American health care, but boy, we got a whole lot more people in America health care. It makes a difference when we decide to make things better. When you've got somebody in your corner who's shown you that they will work for you, who has a track record of accomplishment. You got to go out there and work for them. Not because everything's going to suddenly be perfect, but because it's going to be better. And you're preventing others from making it worse.
So just blaming people who don't have any power or money for Trump getting elected.
I mean, I blame a lot of things, but I don't. There was a high turnout of votes in 2016, weren't there?
There was high turn. Oh yeah, well yeah. First of all, that is like false framing. 2012 would have been a better example where people didn't come out because Obama wasn't progressive enough. I'm sorry, not 2012.
Yeah, no, you were right.
No, 2010 in the midterms after 2008, which threw over the House. And this is something that Democrats always trot out. They're like, you can't get this, and you can't feel bad because we're not getting anything done, which gives them carte blanche to not get fucking anything done.
Yeah, how do we? If we don't make you work for your money, you're probably just gonna end up a lazy freeloader like a Congress member.
Exactly. That's perfect. You nailed it, John. I love that.
Woo!
I can't even yes and it. I just got to say that's you fucking nailed that. But like, fuck. It's like they use that as an excuse to be like, well, change doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
And it's like, but here's 20 things that Joe Biden could do without worrying about any of this bullshit that they pretend is the problem. Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema and the fucking Senate parliamentarian and all this stuff. He could do X, Y, and Z. Could have done it the first month he was president.
Yeah.
And then he could hang his hat on that and say, hey, make sure you keep coming out and voting for us because we're going to give you this shit.
Yeah,
Instead, they drag their feet because they don't actually want to change anything.
No,
and then
don't.
And then they bring out Obama, who fucking Democrats love because they fucking have their blinders on with him, especially because Trump was so heinous.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, they're like, listen, they didn't do anything for you and they're fucking not going to until you vote for him again a year from now.
Yeah.
It's like, it was a year ago that you were just telling us the exact same shit. So when does it actually start happening? The answer is never.
It never does because
like you have to get the numbers higher. It can't be such a close margin in the Senate. You don't need a better margin in the Senate to cancel student debt now.
Yeah, I know, right?
They could do that right now without the Senate's approval.
But who does that benefit? The people. Who suffers? Actual corporations and the people who pay for the lobbyists.
Exactly.
People who pay for your golf trips.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it turns out that electing a guy president like Joe Biden, who was one of the guys who spearheaded the student loan debt crisis, is not going to solve student loan debt.
Nope.
You know how you can't dispel student loans via bankruptcy, which you don't want to do, but if you have to, it should be an option, right? You got no money, but you got $100,000 of student debt. You should be able to dispel that with bankruptcy, right? You can dispel every other kind of debt with bankruptcy.
That people lie that they don't want you to declare bankruptcy because it hurts them. That whole bullshit. It's off your record in 7 years.
That's not too long,
dude.
But here's the thing: you can dispel every debt. You can dispel via bankruptcy, except for student loans.
Oh, really?
Who do you have to thank for that? Joe Robinette Biden.
Robinette?
That's his middle name.
What a fucking loser.
Robinette? What is that like a Batman and Robin cigarette?
Yeah. Speaking of elections, no, I'm cutting you off because you ain't got nothing there.
I wanted to say one more thing about Biden.
Okay.
Obama.
About Obama, what?
My old boss. This I'll read this tweet, but he only ever comes out to oppose some grassroots movement. He did it with the NBA. I'll just read this tweet because it was much more concise.
All right.
This is responding to that thing I just read.
First mention who it's from.
Layla Klee? I don't fucking know who it is. She's some socialist on Twitter.
At
Layla Klieg.
This
guy who oversaw biggest upward transfer of money in decades, which when he was president, who made millions after he left the White House, who emerged from his money cave twice in the last 4 years, once to crush Bernie, once to stop the NBA Black Lives Matter strike, wants to remind us all to settle for crumbs while he and his pals bathe in gold. And that's it right there.
That's true.
That's the reason you should hate Joe Biden and Barack Obama, because that's the kind of bullshit they do. Not because they're too far left now. They're getting pulled too far left as they do fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Doing nothing is too far left now.
Yeah.
That's what Sean Hannity and even the Democratic Party wants you to think. That it's too far left is literally doing nothing.
Yeah. It's fucked up, man. Everyone in the world should say, "Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon."
Yeah. It is a uniting call. Unfortunately, we've got different reasons for it. You know, the OG "Let's Go Brandon" folks hate him because he's a communist that's trying to abort us after we've been born.
Yep.
Communist.
And take my baby's guns away.
But the
He's
reality,
trying to take my baby's guns away. I bought my baby guns.
This is a baby gun show.
At the baby gun show.
Baby target practice.
Yeah, they're real bad at it.
They recreate hallways at schools, you know?
Yeah.
The NRA conventions. It's great. It's hot.
All right.
But the reality is that he's a capitalist pig, and he's the reason that we have a student loan debt crisis. He's the reason that prisons are full of low-income black dudes.
Oh, you talking about Obama and Joe Biden?
I'm talking about Biden, yeah.
Oh, Biden.
That's why you should hate Joe Biden, because he's a right-wing piece of shit.
No shit.
And so the concept that he's been pulled left at all is just like infuriating, because I don't even know how you start telling people, like explaining that to somebody who only consumes right-wing media.
Or not even right-wing, but we've talked about this before about like CNN and Fox News. They're like owned by the same people. It's like same corporations own them.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. They're both bullshit. Don't listen to any of them.
Yeah, I mean, if you're getting your news from an outlet that's funded by a billionaire,
you're not getting any good.
What are you doing? Washington Post is owned by Jeff Bezos, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, dude. Oh, really?
Radical left.
WAPO?
Washington Post. WAPO.
Wow.
Jeff Bezos. Yeah, it's been the Amazon Gazette for about 5 years at least.
Damn.
So that's cool, you know?
Hell yeah. How do I get my news? Man, where's Walter Cronkite when you need him? I understand, though, why boomers are like... Why boomers are so don't understand that you can't get your news from only one source anymore.
Right.
Because when they were alive...
There was just two.
It was Walter Cronkite, and everybody watched him.
Yeah.
And that's how you got your news.
Yeah, I mean that's a whole problem. It's I mean, what I believe, you know, we could fact check this, but I'm pretty sure the definition of fascism is like the corporate control of a country.
Oh yeah,
or of a government.
I don't think that's fascism. I think that's something else, like oligarchy or something.
Oligarchy, yeah, something like that. But I mean, that's what we have. I mean, literally, the same corporations control the media and the government.
Yeah.
So, but your votes matter a lot. It really matters that you get out there and vote. And
always vote. Speaking of voting, we lost a good one in this past election. You know who I'm talking about, right? Virginia went back red.
And they deserved it. The fucking Democrats did it. The Democrats did it, and that's why I was doom scrolling Twitter during the entire final game of the World Series and learning very little about the actual election. But immediately, of course, as we were just kind of talking about before, but immediately all of these Beltway Democrats, the people involved in the campaign, and they're saying he got pulled too far left.
Yeah,
the Democratic Party is getting pulled too far left by this radical agenda.
Blamed?
That's what they blamed.
Who did? The Democrats.
Democrats.
Fucking A. God damn it.
Here's where they are all the fucking same, and it's I feel like it feels so trite to say like, oh, they're the same. It's like they're not the same, but they are the same in the same breath. Because again, Sean Hannity is saying Joe Biden and his radical leftist $3.5 trillion Green New Deal. It's like that's not happening, Sean. You know that. But your job is to tell everyone that is happening. That's not happening. Radical left, and that's why super liberal Virginia lost. It's like, no, super liberal Virginia lost. Super liberal Virginia
lost
voted
because
for a
Joe,
voted for a socialist in their House of Commons or their state house or whatever,
yeah, it's a Commonwealth.
the Commonwealth. They legalized marijuana. They did it. They
Yep.
did a bunch of like really good shit. His name is fuck. It's Lee Carter. And then the Democrats primaried him. He lost
Yeah.
his seat because fucking money wins. Money wins. Hey, it's me, Shrek. Just wanted to check in and correct the record because I am a moron. Lee Carter did not lose his seat. He is still a member of the Virginia House of Delegates, a member of the Democratic Party, and a member of the Democratic Socialists of America. What I said about him losing a primary was about the governor's race. He ran for governor. A little bit more about him is in 2018, he defeated Jackson Miller, who was the Republican House Majority Whip, to win his seat that he is still in. So he defeated a Republican as a socialist in the same district. So that's how much Virginians hate socialism, is that they voted one in and he's still there. And what I was referring to, the Democratic Party fucking him, was in the primary for governor. So he's going to run for governor, and then Terry McAuliffe, the guy that I'm about to be talking about, going up against Glenn Youngkin, the Republican. But they're both right-wingers. And as Holmes is about to let you know, they're both right-wingers funded by the same types of people, funding each other even. So whole lot of fun here. And they also forced in this right-wing this right-wing dude as their candidate for governor. Ran on a platform of Trump is bad and Trump likes the other guy, and they literally made mailers that looked like pro Youngkin is the guy's name, the Republican.
Wait, the Republican one went after Trump?
No. The Democrat ran on no platform whatsoever.
Oh, okay.
They just ran on Youngkin is supported by Trump. He's going to be Trump because Trump lost by like 12 points in Virginia just a year ago.
Oh, yeah.
Like huge margins in a lot of these places. So they're like, that's what we're going to run on. We're not going to offer people anything more because that's not what the Democratic Party's about. And they've had all these progressive victories led by this socialist, again, Lee Carter, and they kneecapped him, and then they put in this right-wing guy in the primary for their governorship race, and then they literally created mailers. The Democratic Party created mailers, and it looks like a pro-Youngkin mail, the pro-Republican mailer.
Yeah.
And it's got all these quotes from Trump about how much he loves Youngkin, and it's got pictures of them together and stuff, basically saying Trump loves this guy, and guess what? A lot of people love Trump, and they're getting these mailers. It was meant to scare people. But the Democrats are so fucking ineffectual, and they suck so much that they can't hold on to a seat that should be guaranteed.
Yeah, dude.
And if only they had pushed to continue what has been happening the past few years, because they've had a lot of progress in Virginia the past few years.
Yeah.
They could have held on to that seat, but instead they're like, that's not what we want.
Yeah, they don't.
Hang on a second. And then when we lose, we're going to say it's because of all that progress that was made already. Getting pulled too far left.
Yeah.
Getting pulled way too far left. It's crazy how far left this guy who's funded by the same people that fund the goddamn Republicans.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
Yeah, there you
Did
go.
you see that?
Read it,
The
yes.
Gavel Institute?
Yeah, Gravel Institute.
The Gravel Institute.
Gravel, Mike Gravel, rest in peace. The
Oh.
man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, Mike Gravel. That's right.
Yeah.
I remember. You talked the Alaskan governor or whatever.
Yes, senator. Yeah.
Senator, governor?
Yep.
I don't know. But I do remember you hipping me to that.
He's
guy.
the shit, and this is his. He kind of the high school kids that pushed him to run in 2020.
Yeah.
Started an institute, the Gravel Institute, to kind of combat right wing versions of what they're doing.
Yeah.
And it's in his name, so it's very cool. The
Oh,
Gravel
nice.
Institute. It's the shit.
Gravel
So
Institute.
let's
All
hear-
right. So
let's hear
this
what
is
the Gravel
this
Institute
was
said.
Gravel Institute is verified on Twitter. This is one of their tweets. They said the Republican who just won in Virginia was an executive at the Carlyle Group, a private equity firm that has laid off thousands of unionized workers at its firms it acquires. But the Democrats couldn't attack him on it because the Democratic nominee was a Carlyle investor.
Oopsie.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
So when people say that there's no difference between the Democrats and the Republicans, they don't mean that they're exactly the same in terms of tone or like social issues. Abortion, obviously, different. All of these things can materially change people's lives and make them better. And both parties stand in stark opposition to both of those things. And the problem is that people, Sean Hannity can act like Joe Biden is this radical leftist because he made these promises when he ran for president. He said
it's a satire show.
Yeah. Well, that too. That also.
It's just satire.
It's all satire. Whether it's Tucker Carlson, Sean Hannity, Rachel Maddow, these are all
just people just talking out their assholes.
They're self-admittedly not news. They're not going to tell you that, but they told the
courts that.
They told the courts that.
They told a judge that.
Mm-hmm. And that's what really matters, what you tell the judge.
Yeah, dude. I told my judge I'd bake him a cake. And I didn't.
Bake a cake. All right. So, a couple more things that I have here. There's strikes going on. We touched on them a little bit.
Yeah.
We're this far in. We can, fuck it. Let's just keep going.
Yeah, dude.
Got a couple.
I was just saying what we can do. This keep going.
Yeah. So of course, the John Deere workers are on strike. 10,000 John Deere workers are on strike, and just a couple days ago, they got another offer. To end the strike and get all this stuff. And John Deere, I think, by all accounts, made a somewhat decent proposal on this second one.
Okay,
like some pretty good pay raises and I think some benefits expansions, but they voted it the fuck down.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. I don't care how good it was. The fact that they voted it down anyways, I'm like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Keep voting it down. So I haven't actually read this yet. And it's a reaction from one of many. This only represents this one person's opinion, but it apparently is felt by a lot of the workers as well. So
yeah.
So I came across this on Jonah Furman's Twitter, and he said the John Deere UAW workers are speaking up against being characterized as greedy, quote unquote, for turning down a contract with a $2 raise. Okay, so that's not that's not actually that good. So this is how I do my research, folks. But I have it here, so we're reading it now. Here's one viral Facebook post that lays out how many strikers are feeling. And anytime you hear someone talking about how someone that's striking is greedy or lazy,
yeah, dude,
fuck off.
Oh my god,
who's lazier than someone who works behind a computer?
Yeah.
A CEO. All right, so here's that post that was just referenced. This person's name is Ara North Osborne. Here's the skinny. Yes, UAW rejected John Deere's proposal contract yesterday. It was a very close vote. From the outside looking in, it was a damn good offer, like I just said. They doubled our raise, which still only brings us an extra $2 an hour, which $80 a week, $320 a month. Sounds damn good, but John Deere makes the finest quality combines and tractors on the market, so they're making the best shit in the game.
Yeah, everyone has them.
Yeah, it's the gold standard. You pay a premium price to have the green and gold leaping deer adorn your field. I can say firsthand that the parts they use to make that product are the cheapest on the market. Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
It's all about branding, baby. Branding. This is probably water from Flint, Michigan. They tell me that it's from the Netherlands or some shit. The Alps. Yeah, right. Cheapest. They're using these cheapest shit on the market. The quality product you're paying for comes from the blood, sweat, and tears of UAW employees.
Yeah.
We are given crap to work with and still produce the finest quality you could ever hope for. Hell yes. We got the pension for new hires that we asked for. That was awesome. We got wait, shit, I got a thing in the way now. Where's this damn screenshot? We got a defined path to health care that we asked for. So they got a couple things that they asked for.
Good.
Healthcare options cannot be stolen away in 25 years, which is huge.
Oh my god, that is good.
That's a huge thing. And John Deere did this as soon as a lot of unions go on strike.
Yeah.
The top brass says, "All right, no more healthcare until you get back to work."
Yeah.
Which is so fucking big, especially if you have
anything,
medication or you have an emergency, you just don't have any healthcare. Like what a free country that we live in.
Yeah, dude.
That your employer can say, "Hey, no more healthcare for you."
We have to start a GoFundMe because you have cancer.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And a bunch of Democrats during the primaries opposed Bernie's Medicare for All plan.
Yeah,
under the guise of them being pro-union and saying, all of these unions fought so hard for their medical benefits, and they're going to lose them because Bernie wants to give you a better version of it.
Yeah.
So again, the left and the right love to come together and tell you why you don't deserve health care and why it should be tied to your employer.
Yeah,
and
that's
put it
bullshit.
under the guise of being pro-union. Such loaded bullshit. Okay, so let me read the rest of this thing. But here's the part the media isn't going to tell you. Always love to see something like this. They left in the contract language that cuts our pay every year. They left in the contract language that allows them to effectively steal money from our pockets when the mood hits them, and language that allows us no recourse to recover from it. And then he put an edit here. I've been informed that language was added to address the backlog of grievances so they can no longer go past a year old. They left in contract language that allows our grievances to get held up for 10 plus years with no resolution.
Damn.
They did not address overtime issues that don't
What?
allow us to plan time to spend with our families.
Yeah, dude.
That's a huge one. That's a huge one.
Yeah.
Forced overtime and things like that. It's like, yeah, they're getting paid more, but you have to be able to live a
Dude,
fucking life.
I know forced overtime is such horseshit.
At this point, it's not just about money. It's about being treated like human beings in our
Yes.
workplace, to be able
Yes.
to come to work with dignity, to know we're safe, and that the money we earn is safe. To be able to say to your boss, I can't work this weekend. My wife has to work, and I need to be home with our children without being threatened. Such a greedy.
Greedy
It's not
bitches.
greedy to want to be treated like a human being. Please don't let the media tell you that it's just about the money, because it's not.
Because it's not.
And guess what? John Deere rakes in cash.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Hand over fist. Give all those profits to the UAW workers.
Yeah.
What does the CEO bring to the table? Give the CEO his
Yeah,
cut.
you
He has-
mentioned-
he has a job too. Let's not pretend like a CEO is not a role. But the people that are making the products should make the largest cut of the profit.
Yeah, of course. The workers
made it.
should get the means of production. Should seize the means of production.
From sea to shining sea
Yeah.
and overseas.
You mentioned like who sits at a computer all day? A CEO. CEOs don't even probably have a computer in their office.
That's probably true. They just have
They
someone
have
else
a
dictate everything
desk.
for
They
them.
have a desk. They have someone. They have like probably 3 assistants.
Yeah.
They don't have and when they come in, it's mostly just for show.
It's for show. They say they make decisions, but really it's a group of people
It's a
around
group
them
of
making
people.
a decision, and they take
Yeah.
credit for it.
Yeah.
And they have to report to the investors or whatever. I like to imagine that made me think. You've watched Parks and Rec, right?
Who?
Parks and Recreation, the television show, NBC.
Is that the
National
one with
Broadcasting
Amy Sedaris?
Yeah,
Amy
Sedaris.
Schumer.
Both. They're both in it. But there's a character in one of the seasons, and he's a congressman. But you just made me think of that. But I just imagine that a CEO does. They just come in, they got nothing on their desk. They just come and sit at their desk, and they sit there. And
Yeah.
that's it. They
Yeah.
sit there and smile. Someone comes in, it's like, hello.
Yeah.
He like the guy that doesn't do anything. I don't know why I brought this up.
Was that Jam?
It wasn't Jam.
Who was it?
No, it was I think April was an intern for this campaign, and so was fucking Adam Scott, whatever his character's name was, Ben.
Yeah. Ben.
He was just basically just the guy's like the thing is funny because when he's interacting with the people, he's very animated and he's very good like in a crowd.
Yeah.
But then he just shows up to the office and just sits at the desk and doesn't do anything,
Yeah, of course.
like
not.
a robot, and then he turns back on.
Yeah,
great.
that's what they are.
That's
they
the
just,
CEO.
Money is the root of all evil, buddy. They will sell you out for peanuts.
Peanuts indeed. Like the amount of like a CEO would scoff at the amount of money that a UAW worker makes. Before these, it's such a nothing amount of money to
I know,
all
right?
of these people who
These
act like it's the
millionaires,
end of the world.
billionaires.
Like, but we're the money people. We understand how money works, and we understand that if we give people too much money, they're not going to want to work. Like bullshit.
Yeah, like congressmen.
They're fucking stupid.
If we let them do nothing at work, what's their incentive to to do a hard day's job?
And again, how can we talk down to them if they're making
Yeah.
the same as we are? This is another article about a strike. The strike at Kellogg's is now entering its second month. Kellogg
Hell
is still on
yeah.
strike, so stop buying
Hell
that
yeah.
shit, you creep.
You don't need them Pop-Tarts. The fuckers need actual living wages.
All right, don't come for my Pop-Tarts, all right?
Oh,
on 'em.
shut the fuck up, you
Come on 'em.
Pop-Tart slut.
Little extra
I'll put
cream
some
on that
glaze on.
Pop-Tart.
I'll put a
Yeah,
glaze on a Krispy Kreme for you. How about that?
Ooh, Ooh, love it. I would like that. They're striking. They're continuing to strike. Is there information in here? I saved this article for the headline, really. I just wanted to say they're going into their second month. But 1 month ago, roughly 1,400 workers at Kellogg cereal plants across the country went on strike at 4 different facilities. The key issue is Kellogg's desire to expand a 2-tier system. This is going into that thing that I didn't explain very well 2 episodes ago. So I'll read this. Okay, the key issue is Kellogg's desire to expand a 2-tier system in the contract. The workers are members of the Bakery, Confectionery, Tobacco Workers, and Grain Millers International Union. Oh, that's all one union. Okay. That union has struck at both Frito-Lay and Nabisco in recent months, so the same union.
Yeah.
They say the company's desire to expand the contract's tiers would undermine their union by pitting workers against one another while also placing a target on the back of those workers slotted into the higher tier, as the company would see them as a cost in need of cutting.
Oh, okay. Oh, I remember this because I didn't really understand it because you were like,
I clearly didn't either.
you were like in this union. People who have been in the union and doing the job for forever have higher preferences. I'm like, yeah, that's how if you stay in the union and for not long enough time, you get more money.
Yeah, and I mean at any job you get.
Yeah, I know. That's what
money.
that's what I was like. I was like,
the thing is,
I have no clue. I remember this now.
There's a little more. There's a little more context. So the specifics of how this works are as follows. In a previous contract, workers agreed to the creation of a transitional class of employees who receive lower pay and benefits. The category is capped at 30% of the workforce, a means of keeping Kellogg's from simply hiring more and more lower-cost workers.
Yeah.
But in the latest negotiations, the company is pushing to lift that cap, all but ensuring the company will steadily phase out the livable wages and benefits current workers have secured in favor of transforming Kellogg's jobs into low-paid work.
No, oh shit! I get it.
So that's
now.
how they're working it. And I didn't quite.
I
understand
that now. Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah.
So they're trying to lift the cap of the like the
So that
probably fucking scabs that they're bringing in.
The scabs, or just pack it full of these people that are making less money. Push out the ones and fire them for
that's terrible.
Just lay them off, and over time, you might have to pay a chunk of change up front, but over time, you can pay a lot more people
they'll
less
die
money.
Soon.
And then those people aren't making enough money. The union has no power. These people don't want to be in a union anymore. They deunionize the workplace.
Yeah, dude.
It gets worse and worse.
God damn. Okay, I understand that now. Yeah,
so that's fucked.
Yeah, dude. Good. Keep striking Kellogg's. Don't eat cornflakes. Don't eat Pop-Tarts. Don't eat. Or was Nabisco Pop-Tarts? I can't remember.
Now I can't remember.
Think
but
Kellogg.
don't buy Nabisco either.
Yeah.
No Nabisco, no Nestle. You can't buy any products. Is what
Hey
I'm trying
man,
to say.
you
gotta
should
grow
own
your own food. Make your own Pop-Tarts. You lazy piece of shit.
Humanures is my fertilizer in the garden.
I just wanted to see if there's.
I
any,
call it fertilizer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the old shit chemicals.
So Kellogg's not bringing them anything then. So they're standing hard on that they want that to happen.
So I think this is a statement from November 2nd.
3 days ago.
So the committee, what is this? This is a quote from some committee, I think, from the union. That offer does not achieve what we were asking: a pathway to fully vetted workers without takeaways.
Yeah.
The company said they would get off their 2-tier and get to a pathway, but they could not find a fully benefited way to achieve this. With this issue, we were unable to address the other items that are still on the table. We cannot recommend this offer and will not bring it back for the membership to vote on. We agreed that we will not have concessions, and that is all their last offer was, which is concessions.
What are concessions?
Like, we're not going to give you this, but we'll give you this.
Oh, yeah.
And they're not providing any of, we'll give you this. They're just saying, we're not going to give you any of this.
Oh,
basically.
damn.
We're not going to get rid of the 2-tiered system. We're not going to even come halfway. We're not going to offer you anything.
Damn.
Continue to hold the line and stand strong. That's what the union recommends.
Hell yeah.
To the rank and file. So hell yeah, keep on striking.
Keep striking, people.
Fuck these companies.
Yeah, dude.
Because they're gonna break. They will eventually break because Money is what they're after.
Yeah, but money is what you need to live, unfortunately, in this country.
Yeah. So
So you got to stay strong. I'll send. Does that article give you a thing I can Venmo to keep the workers awesome?
probably that was an article from Jacobin, which is Democratic Socialist news site.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a bunch of strike funds. You can send money to
Yeah.
striking workers. I'm
Hell
sure
yeah.
I can find a link.
Yeah, we'll post it up in post.
Yeah, we'll do that. Got anything else, John? I got one last thing we can end on. It's all over Twitter right now.
Oh
and I
yeah,
just thought it
what's
was
on?
so
What's
funny.
Twitter buzzing about?
Oh, Twitter's always a buzzing. This should be called Twitter the podcast.
What's
So,
yeah?
somebody shared a screenshot. I think this is a Facebook post, and everyone's kind of dunking on it. It's pretty hilarious. So I'm gonna read the post. Okay, everyone knows that there's a labor shortage. No one wants to work anymore, John.
That's true.
That's why I can't get my McNuggies.
My chicken nugs.
They close at 11:30 p.m. instead of midnight.
Who does?
McDonald's.
No, they don't. They one by my house.
John, you're supposed to yes and this bit for Christ's sake.
Yes, and
Yes.
tell me more.
Tell me more. Tell me more. I accepted a job at Wendy's. This is the post. I accepted a job at Wendy's. What? That's crazy. You already have a professional career. Here's the thing. What society is letting happen right now isn't working. Every place is understaffed and no one wants to work. I'm doing my part by taking on an additional part-time job so the economy doesn't have to come to a screeching halt. We will all be sorry if us as an American community let that happen.
Oh,
and you
no,
know what
nope.
else? You know what else, John?
What's
the
that?
general manager was so gracious for my perspective. He's happy to hire someone doing this for the greater good. Happy to hire.
The greater good. Fuck off. You need money for Christmas gifts, bitch. fuck off your goddamn high horse.
This lady's been pretending that she has a nice, six-figure income.
I
and
know,
she really
right?
is just at the bottom of the barrel at this point.
Yeah,
She's-
dude. She's probably making 35 grand a year like most people. That used to be middle class, bitch. That you're poor now.
in the poor house.
You
And
have to. Of course, you're taking a job at Wendy's.
I also love the
Bitch,
idea.
you gotta eat.
I love the idea that the general manager is so gracious from my perspective and happy to hire somebody who's overqualified according to her context. Like,
Yeah.
this person would never otherwise work here, but they're happy to have them because no one else will fucking work here because it sucks.
I hope she gets bullied out of that job.
Oh, I hope people are so mean to her in the drive-thru.
Oh yeah.
This is really just going to turn into people starting to be even meaner at fast food restaurants,
Yeah,
which, I
dude.
mean, hey, I'm an accelerationist in a lot of ways, so let's
Yeah.
accelerate around that.
Yeah.
Get everyone to fucking quit. No more
Yeah,
McDonald's,
dude.
no more
Who
Wendy's.
cares? Oh fuck, you need a chicken nugs right now? No, you don't. Buy them at the store.
General manager, he's happy to hire someone doing this for the greater good as opposed to doing it only because they have to.
Oh my god.
So grateful.
Oh, so I don't even have to pay you? That's cool. Are you
Yeah.
not getting a paycheck, bitch?
Right.
Shut up.
It's like, oh, I'm here to volunteer. Do you
I'm
guys
just
need any help on the Friday?
I can't volunteer at a soup kitchen because that would insinuate that I actually care about them. But I'll volunteer at a Wendy's.
I'll work with poor people, but I will not interact with like super poor people.
Yes.
Like I don't want to have to see the ones that
The
can't
ones-
shower.
Yeah.
Ew, yuck.
Yuck.
Jesus did that for me. I don't have to bathe them.
Hey, I'm just trying to be more Christ-like
Exactly.
by hating the poor. I've started asking people when they say I'm Christian, I start saying, "Oh, like Jesus or American Christian?"
People ask you that a lot?
No, when I ask people if they're Christian
Oh.
and they say yes, I say Jesus like or American Christian.
Okay. And
I don't know.
you have any
So
good
they
responses to that?
No, I haven't asked it that much. It's only been twice, but I'm gonna start bringing it. I'm just gonna start bringing it around.
All right, you got to start recording it, and we'll
Yeah.
add it as a segment.
Yeah. Are you Christian?
Are you
Are you?
R.L. Stein?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's all I got on my notes, John. Who got any
Well,
parting,
good
any parting
thing.
words, closing thoughts?
Yeah.
Thirst traps?
Yeah, let me show this dick on camera. What's
wanna see it.
up?
Ooh-wee. hot.
No, it's I mean, I think the one saving grace is that we'll all be dead by 2050. So
That's true.
So
If
we
that.
we got less than 30 years.
Yeah.
Clock's ticking.
So the revolution's going to happen?
Revolution's
going
gonna happen when the world collapses, and then we all.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming. I said this before, and I'll say it again. Last year, I was like really hoping for what's happening now to happen.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
happening now. You just gotta be patient, you know.
Yeah. Did I? No. Okay. So. No, I did say that. That was stupid. All right, I'm done. I told that.
Did
I
I
said that to
say-
say. I told this to someone. I said, in 1968, there were so many like revolutionary things that happened and stuff. People thought it was like
Right.
historians think like it's like one of the most important years of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that, and that'll never be happened again. But I'm like, no, fucking time is cyclical. Everything happens again.
Yeah.
So 2020, it was a huge year. I mean, there were.
It was the inciting incident.
It was
really,
the
in a lot of
inciting.
ways.
Yeah.
And
So
now we're
people-
starting to
and we're
finally
starting-
see.
But here's the thing: and this is kind of a warning, kind of a prophecy, also. If things don't start to change, it's gonna be the 70s again. I mean, it's already becoming the 70s again. And I'm talking about in terms of gross inflation,
Mm-hmm.
gross
Shortages.
shortages, distrust in the government, like low turnouts at polling places,
I mean, low turnout for voting.
Low-
People being like, "Why would I take this vaccine that the government
Yeah,
says
yeah.
is safe?"
yeah. It's gonna happen again. It's all gonna happen again.
And I mean, I think it's going to happen in an even stronger
Yeah,
way,
yeah.
you know, because a lot of the things that I think quelled people in the 60s never actually came to fruition. And
No.
people are suffering way more now than they were back then on a massive scale in terms
Yeah,
in terms of wages. And, you know, the minimum wage hasn't bumped up in 20 years. If it kept up with
If
inflation, it
that.
would be like $25 an hour.
Yeah.
The George W. Bush is the last president to raise the minimum wage. How about that?
That's fucked.
Yeah.
Dude's a shitty artist.
He's a shitty artist, but he bumped the minimum wage up to $7 or whatever the hell it is now.
$7.10, I think it
Ooh,
is.
wow, what a socialist piece of shit. He expanded
Yeah,
the federal government
motherfucker.
and he raised the minimum wage. What a piece of shit. And then he also killed 1 million people in Iraq.
Oh, and you
So what?
forgot- Are we just gonna gloss over Afghanistan?
I'd never even heard of it.
Yeah, man, I can't find that on the map. Can you?
I can't
Nope.
find Iran either.
Nope.
I watch CNN, but I'm not sure I could tell you the difference between Iraq and Iran. But I
Who?
know Jesus and I talk to God.
Yes.
Alan Jackson, folks.
Hell yeah, I love a
AJ.
good country song.
Good old boy.
Yeah. All right. Hey, thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, get the hell out of this chill hang room. My name is John Trek. You can find me at Shrek John.
I'm John Holmes. You can find me all over at John Holmes Lives.
He does live. Oh, and
Fuck
follow us
yeah.
on Instagram. It's
We got an Instagram
at
now.
Soup for
for-
Family.
And then
we're on TikTok too, but it
download
doesn't matter.
John's album off iTunes. It's called Only a Cuck Will Squeal.
That's right.
Wonderful
Look
Buy
for
it.
it.
for my family.
See ya.
It's
Bye-bye.
incredible. It's the perfect size. The size of a football. Soup for my family. It's unbelievable.